Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here. I'm Flying Pig United with another cheeky little video for you. This is the watch along for the Arsenal versus Tottenham game. I am on here really late, aren't I, guys? Apologies. So there's no good reason for it. There are no technical difficulties or anything to speak of today. No, the reason is I just slept. I slept in, guys. I slept in. I literally woke up at 1:55 p.m. and just went, oh, shit. And we're supposed to get on here, obviously, for the watch-along for this game. And so here I am, but I am here like 12 minutes late, guys. Sorry about that. I had trouble sleeping last night, folks. I couldn't get to sleep until literally like 9 a.m. So that's what's going on here. So I went to sleep at 9 a.m. this morning, guys. That's basically what happened. David says, lazy sod, I told you I can't sleep, mate. I'm an insomniac, bro. So apologies for that, guys. But you can sync up with us. The timer's up in the top right-hand corner, yeah? So sync up with us if you can. We're watching the game. Come on, someone. We don't really give a shit, really. I mean, obviously, we want a draw. What's your predictions for the game? Obviously, we want a draw or we want Spurs to win. Obviously, fuck Arsenal, especially at home as well at the Emirates. But what's your predictions for the game, guys? I'm going to go for 2-1 to Spurs. That's my predictions for this game. It's a bold one, but hey, let's go with it. Let's see what you guys are saying. Do us a favour at the start of this stream and smash that like button, by the way. Hit the thumbs up. Elliot says 3-3. 0-0 says David Watkins. Big Ange Masterclass says Kingslayer. 2-1 says Simon. 2-1 says Stephen Shipman. 3-1 Arsenal says Hi-Fi Li-Fi. Michelle Ellis says Spurs 2-1. 1-0 says Charlie Pritchard. Spurs don't win at the Emirates. It's a fair one, but there's always it's time for things to change in that regard, don't you think? Under Big Ange, with Arsenal-Hollands being a bunch of Arsenal-Hollands. You never know. 1-1 says Batman Knight fan. 2-1 says Dan Marshall to Arsenal-Hollands. Any win to shut Zayn up would be nice, wouldn't it, Simon? Absolutely, absolutely. By the way, shout out Jimmy Jones at the start of the show, before we even got going, sent in a super chat. Taking the piss he was, this lad. Taking the piss. He said some bullshit. Respect. Thank you very much indeed for getting in here, Jimmy Jones. How you doing today, mate? He says, congratulations on your cup final win. Well, you know, win's a win. Exactly, Batman Knight fan. A win is a win, mate. Precisely. You're absolutely bang right about that, lad. A win is a win is a win. Hang on a second. Let me sort this out so I can get people's comments up on the screen. Right, sweet. Oh, foul committed there. Arteta's going to shit the bed. Yellow card coming out. And yes, there is a booking. Hang on a second. Right, hang on. I've just got to sort some stuff out here. Okay, nice. Yes, it's working. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Right, sorry for being late, everyone. Do smash the likes. Do get yourself involved. Subscribe if you're new. We're here for a banter along. To banter along the North London derby. Hopefully see some interesting events and a good game of football, obviously, is what we're looking for here. But essentially, who really gives a shit? We're just here to sort of see who melts. That's what we're here to do. I did seriously bottle the start time, PJ. I really did. I did. You can give us a repost, by the way. The link is at the top of the live chat. Please do give us a cheeky little repost wherever you can. That'd be much appreciated. I literally woke up at 5 minutes to 2. You know what I'm saying? So sorry about that, guys. This is literally Piggy in the morning mode as well. Like, I've got my coffee here. Look how full my coffee is. I don't know if you can see. Made a coffee. Haven't even had a sip of it yet, guys. It's just literally rolled out of bed trying to get on here. Chance for Arsenal and save at the near stick. Ooh. Chance for Arsenal and save at the near stick. They've almost got the got it in there. Really poor, sloppy defending from Tottenham there. Very sloppy indeed. And it's Eddie Nketiah gets himself through there. And he's got a shot off at the near stick. There is a save, though, from Vicario in the Spurs goal. So the lineups today, actually, I haven't put them at the bottom of the screen because I've been melting. But the lineups today, we've got Vicario, Udogie, Van der Ven, Romero, Porro for Spurs as their back line. All corner comes in. Headed away. Bissouma and Sarr in the midfield. You've got Johnson, Madison, Kulusevski and Son. Arsenal's lineup, David Raya, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel Zinchenko, Odegaard, Rice Vieira, Saka and Ketia and Gabriel Jesus. Ruddy can't game. How you doing, lad? He says you need some coffee. I know. I'm getting the coffee down me right now, lad.
Super chat.
Zamiassi, what's going on? Thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Get in there, you don. Hello from Russia as well there. Zamiassi says Arteta's speech to his troops. At my signal. Unleash hell. What's worse, football, Ten Hag's or Southgate, says Zamiassi. Zamiassi? Do you know what I would imagine Arsenal's actual speech would be at halftime, basically? Or, sorry, at the start of the game. I think it would be something more like, you know that speech in Troy that Brad Pitt gives, yeah? Where he's like, immortality, take it, it's yours. I think it would be more like this. Melter mentality, take it, it's ours. We're the North London bottle merchants. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be more like that saying, to be fair, because you are a bunch of absolute bottlers. Melt mentality, lad. Zane, thanks for your super chat. Who's better, Arsenal? Who's better, Arsenal or Spurs? Who gives a shit? Who's better, did you say, Ten Hag or Southgate? Sorry, I'm really not with it today. I'm half asleep, folks. Which is worse, football, Ten Hag's or Southgate's? I mean, I'm going to have to say Southgate's, mate. Going to have to say Southgate's. How dare you? Melter mentality. Take it. It's yours. You're a melter, Zane. Thanks for getting in here with the super chat, though, lad. Let's hope that the Arsenal Hollands get drubbed up. I am predicting a 2-1 win for Spurs. Oh! Ball in from the right. Ah, spooned over the top of the crossbar there as well, guys, by Sarr. Yeah, you have to forgive me, guys. I'm literally waking up right now as we do this stream. I woke up 5 minutes before the game. Ugh. Now I've got bloody cold as well at the same time. Right, I better sort that out, actually. Hello there, FJT, what's going on? Nas says, what's the other scores? You never heard of Google, Nas, lad? What do you think I am? Fucking final score or some shit? Watching the Arsenal-Tottenham game, lad. Google it, mate. You can type it in this bloody chat, can you? But you can't fucking Google it yourself. What's the matter with you, bud? You Google it. Right, hang on. Let's go and get the team lineups here. All right, I'll tell you what it is, seeing as I'm going on the BBC website anyway. It's 0-0 in the Brighton-Bournemouth game. It's 0-0 in the Chelsea-Villa game. And it's 0-0 in the Liverpool-West Ham game, okay? Mesmerising stuff. Mesmerising stuff there, mate. Nice one. %59 possession so far to Spuds in this particular game. That's raw. That's a raw style of possession football from Tottenham away from home there at the Arsenal Hollands. Oh, Liverpool just scored actually, guys. Fuck it. Fantastic. Salah, penalty. 1-0 up against West Ham. They've just scored. Piss poor. That is gash. Right, hang on a second. Go to... Okay. Odegaard down the right into the area. He is challenged by Mr. Destiny, and he's been done. Dogi now brings it forward. Son Heung-min holds it up on the halfway line. He's offside. Arteta, like the little rat that he is, calling for it on the sidelines there. Johnny says, come on, Spurs. Yeah, I do want Spurs to win this game. If anybody can, win it, then I want Spurs to win it. Ideally, I want a draw. Ruddy says, worst watchdog ever. It's a little bit on the gash side of things, mate. I have to be honest. It is a little bit gash, but hey, look. Zamiassi with a super chat says, can you imagine modern players fighting in the Roman Legion like the film Gladiator? No, I can't, mate. He says they would flee. Oh, right. Okay, I see what you mean. They would flee or complain about mental health or it's too cold, says Zamiassi. I mean, it's a bit of a strange image, I guess. I mean, what are we talking about here? Like Son Heung-min and Bakary Saka fighting it out in a pit of lions or something, or tigers or whatever. I mean, I can't really see it, to be fair. Although what I would say is, okay, now this might sound a little bit silly to some people because you think, oh, you know, MMA fighters or boxers or whatever. But let's be honest, if we did go back to those days, right, who are the most likely people to be sort of in those armies, in those, you know, on those battlefields or in those gladiatorial pits, lad? I suppose it could be these modern day footballers, mate, because let's face it, they are like athletes, aren't they? They're slick, they're fast. Probably not, no. Probably not. Probably not, Sammy Ashley. Thank you for the super chat, mate. I don't think so. What's going on, J United? How you doing, lad? Oh, that's gash, Alex Duggan. Your game keeps freezing. Sorry to hear that. Duke of Rodtown, what's going on? We'll keep you up to date with what's going on in the game, by the way, if you can't watch the game. If you can watch the game with us, sync up there, 22 minutes on into the game. Get yourself synced up. And smash that like button. Did I say that today so far? I can't remember. Zlatan would be good, FJT, yeah. My name is Zlatan, and I'm lying, my friend. My name is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Father to a murdered son. Husband to a murdered wife. And I shall score the greatest goal you've ever seen in all of your life. Because my name is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Yeah, good shout. He would be quite good. Rugby players and Aussie rules players, says Nick Penry, and that's probably true as well. But, yeah, look at this guy down on the ground holding his face. Let's be honest, not going to make the most of, what's the word, you know, gladiators over there. MMA fighters and modern day gladiators. That's true. Hey, it's Langy86. What's going on, you legend? How you getting on, sir? Good to see you. What's happening, bro? What's happening in Langy land? How you doing, bud? Great to see you today. How are you, mate? Let's be having you. Oh, yes, indeed. It's the Langanator. What's happening? Zlatan would be the Roman Emperor, says David Watkins. My name is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Please feed me grapes while I watch the gladiators fight in the pit. Zlatan Ibrahimovic does not fight as gladiator himself. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is too awesome to get involved in such mindless activities. Ball in from Madison into the danger zone. Come on then, you spud you likeys. Oh. SARS absolutely miscued it. Langy says, doing great here. How's everybody doing? Yeah, how is everybody doing today, actually? Good to hear, Langy. How's everybody doing today on a scale of 1 to 69? 69 being immense, 1 being truly gastastic. Let us know. I'm probably around about a 12 at the moment, guys. I'm not feeling too great because I've just woken up literally 5 minutes before kickoff, as I said about 5 times now. And I'm still
there,
only
son.
2 sips into my cup of coffee, and I'm absolutely melting. Exclusive, what's going on there, mate? How you doing, lad? Exclusive. Says, good day, Pigster. Who we saying to win this game? Exclusive, I'm going for Spurs 2-1. That is my genuine prediction. What's everyone else's predictions? But I'm going for 2-1 to the Spuds. Thanks for subscribing, Mrs. P. King Bandit. You what? 50, 40, 69, 60. Oh, shit. Saka scored, guys. Saka's put it in the back of the net. It's 1-0 to Arsene Hollands, and he's just thrown a dart at the camera as well. Oh, no. Shit the bed. Saka's made it 1-0, folks. There you go. Spurs crumble job it in the back there. The Arsenal fans go wild here, and it's a good take by Saka. He's pumped it in the back of the net. It is now 1-0 to the Arsene Hollands. Damn it. Sloppy lax defending by Spurs at the back. Let's have another look at this one. But yes, Saka just there to just put it away. He has pumped it in the back of the net there, guys. It is now officially 1-0 to the Arsenals. To be fair, I think Arsenal have looked a bit more dangerous and sharp from this opening part of the game. But, I mean, it's a deflection, what's happened there. So, yes, it's gone into the back of the net. He's obviously, I thought it went in initially straight away, but it didn't. It has taken deflection, a big deflection, actually. And it's an OG. It's an OG from Romero, guys. So, yes, it is Saka, but he's cut in from distance. Romero's flapped at it to try and get something on it to block it, and he's just ended up guiding it into the back of his own net with his knee. He shat it, guys. Ruddy says, my boy Saka. Wait, do you mean your boy Romero, mate? Because that's the only reason that actually went in. I mean, but he did do well there. Yeah, it was a deflection there, Jay Frader. Absolutely. Starboy says exclusive. I'm rooting for Spurs ruddy can't game out of the two of them. Yeah, I must admit. I mean, I want to draw, but if I have to choose one team to win, it's going to be the Spurs shithouses. Silver Wave says, Piggy, who's playing worse? You, Chelsea, or for you, Chelsea or United? Yeah, I say Chelsea, mate. I think if you look at United, though, we've been absolutely pitiful this season. Even in yesterday's game again where we won, not the best, was it? Zamiassi, thank you for the $2.99 super chat, lad. Get in there, my son. It's a pair with a thumbs up. Thank you very much indeed for getting in here raw, lad. What's good? What's good, lad? What's good? Again, thank you for that. Yes, do as he says, not as he does. And smash that like button as Zamiassi has put a pair in there, guys, to suggest. Hit the thumbs ups. Nice one. Thank you, Zamiassi. Let's see if we can get this to 100 likes, guys. Obviously, we started very late today. I'm crumbling. But let's be having you. Zane, you must be buzzing about that the Spurs centre-backs are doing you favours and scoring you OGs, mate. You scumbag. Oh, Bournemouth beating Brighton. Wow. Super chat. Yeah, Abel W. Thank you for the super chat, mate. Says Piggy, is Romero slabby in disguise? It would seem he has some slabby qualities. Wouldn't it? It would seem he's got some slabby old qualities. Oh, hang on a second. Guys, sorry about that. Just about dodgy line there. Trying to say hello to David Watkins. Yes. Anyway, nice one. Oh my god. Right, okay. Ten Hag on the phone. Yeah, just had to tell him not to select Scott McTominay anymore, and he's a fucking absolute crumble job. That's what I had to do. Oh, my goodness me. Hey, Cooling Band, not too shabby, mate. Melting a little bit there. Real answer is Piggy, the dressing room league. Cinnamon, what's going on, mate? How you doing today? Welcome aboard. Could be Maguire's mum. Oh, should have been there from Arsenal, and Gabriel Jesus fires one over the top of the crossbar. It just fell to him. It's a mistake from Maddison there. And Jesus has crumbled it, and he's not able to find the back of the net, but he should have done, really. Maddison just literally gave the ball away. He was asleep. Gabriel Jesus has pinched it off of him, and he's clean through there. He should bury that. It's an absolute melt fest there from Gabriel Jesus, guys. He should bury that into the back of the net, and he's completely crumbled it. Oh, my goodness. Awful. Maddison's won it back for Spurs, but he has been penalised for a foul. Thank you, Irish365 says 79 likes. Let's get to 100 likes before half-time. Thank you very much there, Irish365, my lad. Appreciate it. You're surprised David Reyes starting says a lot, says the Cinnamon. Yeah, I know. Arsene Holland's got a couple of you got a couple of options there, don't you? It's gonna be interesting to see who sort of makes that number one spot in zone throughout the season. Jesus with the melt. That was melty, wasn't it? Ruddy can't game, lad. Proper melted it up there. Should be 2-0, I agree. Proper crumbled. So you Arsene Holland's in the live chat. Must be reasonably happy with this so far. Obviously, you are sort of getting on top of Spuds here as well. Just hope Spuds can do something. I mean, they can't really get out and play it like they can do at the moment. Under Postecoglou, they've obviously had a very good sort of high style of possession football and stuff. And this game, they're just getting overrun at the minute. Oh, well won back, though. Oh, that's a good bit of play. Spuds finally in behind, are they? No, they're not. They've really struggled to get in behind today so far. Onana is pish, says Mark Boyle. He's not looking good at the moment. Although, to be fair, yesterday he was all right. He had a couple of saves to make, and he did make them, and he was fine. But he has not had a good start to his United career, has he? Not at all. Jesus' pants, says Marky Coughlin. Tottenham has one job, that's it. Well, let's hope for a 1-1 draw or some sort of snooze fest like that. That'd be nice. Be good for both of these teams to drop a couple of points. Still just under an hour for Spurs to get 2 goals, says Simon Warner. Jesus been better than Rashi 6 games in, though, says the Cinnamon. You think Onana has the character to bounce back? I think so too. I'd say so. He does seem like a good character, but obviously, you know, that only gets you so far. You've got to back it up with good performances as well. So hopefully he's going to do that. No getting past Big Daddy Saliba, says Drew Who. Not at the moment, no. Arsenal pressing like a mother chuffer, aren't they? Yeah. Piggy could stream himself watching Love Island and would still get 100 plus viewers. Respect to you for streaming Arsenal and Spurs. My wife supports Arsenal. Hey, no worries, Jay United. Thanks, bud. Yeah, nice one. Might even get more watching that. Because nobody gives a shit about Arsenal and Spurs, mate. But, yeah, thanks for that, dude. We have still got 137 legends in here today, actually. Bunch of legends getting in. We're nearly at 100 likes, so thanks, everyone, for being here. Cracking stuff. Dunno, David Sini. To be fair, I've got to help Mrs. P move later on. So, yeah, I've got to collect a whole bunch of shit. So I'm going to be pretty busy, mate. So it depends, really, how long that all takes. So, yeah, after this game, I'm going and picking up loads of shit and carting stuff back and forth for hours and hours. So we'll see. We'll see if that's going to be the case. I don't know. Possibly. I hope so, mate. Saka. Step over King. Odegaard rinses one from distance. There's a good stop, though, from Vicario. Saka really is some player, isn't he? Look at this. Look at this penetration here from Saka. It's raw, but he picks out the right pass, you see? Picks out the right pass. Rashi can learn a thing or two from the lad. I hate to say that, but, you know, to be fair, Rashford was great last season, but in terms of, like, not being so bloody selfish, I mean, Rashford could learn a bit from him. Am I related to the hairy bikers? Why, aye, man? Look at this. Look at this shepherd's pie. No, I'm not, mate.
Get in there, my son.
Thank you, Alex Kumi, for subscribing to the channel. Yeah, United's my only club, section OBC. Go on then, Spudders. Son Heung-min pulls it back across. Yeah! What a save by Raya! Off the line, diving to his right. It's a great stop. Fantastic bit of play there by Spurs on the counter. Ripped him a new arsehole there. Son Heung-min finds a perfect pass back towards the penalty spot. And there is a good shot on goal. But you know what? Raya gets across to it. Looks like it's going to the back of the net. And Raya manages to get a bear claw to it and palm it away. It's a great save. Ooh, it's a great save. It was nice, Mark Boyle. Thanks for asking, lad. Yeah, very enjoyable dinner, lad. Oh, my goodness me. Can you believe that save by Raya? It was a filthy save. Yep. Cinnamon says Raya's a great keeper. What a save, says Momo Mimo. That was a great save. Unreal save, says Drew Who. Go on then. Son played in. It's a poor pass in the end to him. Sloppy. Spurs just turning the screw a little bit here, but what a stop. Great save, Batman Knight fan. Ramsey's crying, says fire up. Ramsdale lost his place to a player that isn't even an Arsenal player. He's on loan. You think Son will score today? Hell of a save that, says Duke of Rodtown. Tottenham melting. Reminds me of another cat we used to have. That was a cracking save. Look at him get across to that. Fingertip save in the end. Looks like he's nowhere and he just manages to get there. It's excellent. Should have been buried, that though. Should have been a goal. Thank you, Craig Parker. Says smash the like button for the pig. Thank you, Craig. Son holds it up. Son with a sloppy pass gives away possession on the ball. Back to Raya in goal for Arsenal now. He gets his head up and hoofs it up the pitch. Spurs get it back under control here. Ruddy says, wow, hey, Sir Jummy, what's going on, mate? It was a gas shot, that Sly. Yeah, should have done a lot better there. Well, he did make a save quite similar to that, actually, yesterday, Simon Warner, but it's about doing it consistently, isn't it? Fantastic stop, says Rob. Spurs back across goal, and Raya smothers it. Raya smothers it. He's having a good game so far. To be fair, I've always thought Ramsdale's a bit of an overrated melter anyway. So, I'd rather play, if I was Arsenal, I'd rather play Raya anyway. Ramsdale, to me, is an overrated melter. 90 likes, come on, let's get 100. Thank you, J United. Top save says Mark, I thought Ramsdale was number one. Yeah, but he's shite, ain't he? Sloppy Son says David Watkins. Raya took De Gea's spot in Spain, says Cinnamon. Onana played better yesterday. To be fair, De Gea's never really been in much favour with Spanish football, has he? Never been in really much favour on the international front there. Zay's Son is playing like Rashford, complete waste. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know about that, lad. That's a bit harsh on Son, to be honest. Johnny says, come on, Spurs. Ramsdale to go in jam. We have an option to buy, I believe. True, J-Fed. It was a poor finish. Zane's on a nervous breakdown now, says Johnny. Pickford or Ramsdale? Well, I mean, I would go with out of the two of them. Depends, really. I guess for England, Pickford's been very reliable, to be fair, but any other time I'd probably go with Ramsdale. But for England, Pickford has been very reliable. It's about who can do it on that stage. Who do I... Well, I could just say it. I mean... Ramsdale, I think, is better, but... Oh, shit, Raya, go on then, my son! Raya's made another great stop! Goodness me, Raya's having a blinder out there, guys. He's keeping Arsene Hollands in the lead at the moment. Goodness. He's just made a good claw away, and then he's made a rebound stop. And it's another... Oh, he doesn't stop this one, though! Get in there! there. Son Heung-min, it's a fucking lovely goal. Come on, mate. Have some of that, Arsenal, you shithouses. Yes. What a goal. What a stop by Son. No, what a shot by Son Heung-min. He's absolutely smashed them up there with a lovely finish into the bottom corner. You don't stop those. Insane double save there from Raya beforehand. It's gone up to the left. Maddison's done really well. And it comes back across to Son. And Son, first time finishing in the bottom right corner. It's an absolutely banging finish, mate. It's a banging finish by Son Heung-min, guys. Get in. Lovely stuff. Now, that was absolutely beautiful. Raya doing initial bits there, to be fair, to make the initial save. And you've got to say, it's a sumptuous finish. A sumptuous finish by Son Heung-min. He's some player. Best player on the pitch, really. Look at that. He gets in there. He's got 3 different Arsenal shirts around him. None of them are able to get a stop off on him, though. What a goal. Maddison does brilliantly. Gets it back in there. And Son, I mean, you don't stop those. It's just perfect pinpoint precision into the bottom right-hand corner. It's lovely. Keeper, no chance. He's nowhere. Bad positioning, actually, on this occasion by the keeper. But, wow, what a goal there. What a goal, guys, by Son Heung-min. Here's Chewbacca. Here's Chewamani. Oh, I've got a stinking cold today, folks. Gashtastic indeed. Thank you, Stagol, for the bless you there, my friend. Thank you, Simon Warner's Gesundheit. Thank you very much. Thank you, Aaron. How are you, Aaron, mate? How are you getting on, broski? Hope you're keeping well, man. How are you healing up, bro? It's not disallowed, Nas. Why would you say such a thing? It's a perfectly legitimate goal. Gooner fans look down already. That's awesome, Batman. Well, to be fair, they have been the better side in the first half, but they're going to go in at half-time 1-1. If anything, it's depressing to watch for me as both teams are so much better than we currently are. Well, that's true, FC Groningen. We are shite at the minute, aren't we? I mean, we were playing football yesterday like we were walking around like everybody had a dump in their pants. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just absolutely mundane, wasn't it? So rubbish. We're playing Burnley, for Pete's sake, one of the worst teams in the league, and if anything, they kind of looked better at passing the ball around. It was mad. Get some vitamin C, says J Fader. That's probably a good shout. Melting, Aaron. Absolutely melting, lad. Don't remind me of Burnley, says Momo Mino. Not too bad, Ring and Ding and McCheese Wedge. Thanks for asking, how's you? Super Sly, chat. Thank you for the super chat, mate. He says, Son is a great player. I think Spurs don't need Kane. Certainly since Kane's gone, it hasn't really hurt Spurs at all, has it? They look better, if anything. Crazy to say, but they do look better, if anything. Son's taken that mantle as the main big daddy bollocks up there. And Postecoglou's made him captain. And, you know, they're obviously playing a different style of football. It's working out for them. Maybe the emphasis taken away from Harry Kane's helped them. They actually do look like a better team without Kane, you know. It's crazy, eh? Thank you, Sly, for the super chat now. Let's get some love in there for Sly. Thank you, boss. Am I taking Ange now, says Kim Booney? I mean, no. It's very early doors, isn't it, for this guy at Spurs? You know, obviously, throughout the season, I still expect Spurs to melt. But he is obviously clearly having a good positive impact with Tottenham in a short space of time that he's been there. He's genuinely doing well. He is genuinely doing good stuff. All good, thanks, Bayern 1-7-0. Yeah, I saw. So Kane's got like 7 goals in 5 games in the Bundesliga so far, hasn't he? Give Sly an impression of Sly, says the Cinnamon. Hey, yo, Adrian! I did it! Ain't nothing gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning's done.
Super chat.
I feel like a Kentucky Fried Idiot. Hey, Mike. Get in there, Mike. Thank you very much for the $14.99 super chat, love. Super chat of love. I just called you love. I meant super chat of love. Mike, g'day, mate, from down under, bro. Thank you so much for getting in here and super chatting $14.99 rooskies, mate. That's $14.99 right there, bro. Thank you so much for getting in here all the way from Australia and having your say during the live stream, mate. It's absolutely awesome. He says, as an Aussie, mate, I can't help but feel pride in what Orange is doing, you know. He's got Spurs playing good football and he's a genuine great guy. United, meanwhile, seem like a basket case. Hey, nice one, mate. I have to agree, he does seem like a good bloke, doesn't he? Yeah, man. Angie Postecoglou doing bits. Fair play, mate. I'd be proud of an Aussie doing stuff in the Premier League as well, doing bits in the Premier League, managing Spurs. If he's a nice guy. My brother's got a poster of him on his wall. He doesn't really, but he bloody loves him. He's winning a lot of people's hearts over here. He is, you know, there, Mike. Fair play to him. Yeah, nice one. Thank you very much. Great accent, says Mark Boyle. Ange the man, says Iceman. He's unreal. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, thank you so much for getting in here from Australia, mate. Excuse me, do you know your two kids almost just died? Sorry, I watch a lot of Bondi Rescue, mate. Or I did do back in the day anyway. Bondi Rescue, great show. Mike, thank you very much. I sound like a cartoon. Oh, well, you know, Ruddy, that's harsh, bro. Yeah, he is part Greek like me. Got to support him. Yeah, exactly. Part Greek. It's like a Greek Aussie. I know. Ange's a humble guy. He does seem like a bit of a don, doesn't he? Aussie says fire up. Well, King Boomy. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. Part footy, part comedy stream, mate. All right, Sheila. Look at Angie Postecoglou on the sidelines here, mate. He looks like some sort of mafioso figure, you know. He's a fucking unit, bro. Look at the size of him. Crikey, mate. Have you seen the size of him, mate? He's an absolute unit, this bloke. Bloody hell, but. Ain't he a beauty? Ruddy says, which American player do you currently rate in the Prem? I'm going to have to say, I think the best player I've seen personally would be somebody who's, I think his name's Brad Mook Tennessee Finger. Nobody, mate. No one. Sorry. Hey, Craw, thanks for being a member for 11 months, bro. Let's get a hashtag 11 in there for this legend, Craw. Thank you, Craw. I appreciate it, my son. I'm just going to stop the timer there. It's half time. It's 1-1, guys. And good first half an hour for Arsenal, but Spurs definitely grew into the game there. Excellent goal from Son to tie things up there. Get in there. Thank you, Craw, for being an 11-month member, by the way. Let's get a hashtag 11 months in the live chat. Tim Rimmer says, fire up. Is there any American players in the Premier League? Well, last season it was Pulisic, but not anymore, lad. I can't even think, actually. What American players are even in the Premier League these days? To be fair, no disrespect to you Yanks in the live chat, but stick to the old baseball and basketball and shit like that. Because you guys can't play soccer, can you? You gash lads. You know what I mean? It's true. Tommy Boyle says the worst thing about getting older, sausage, is that it's easy to still party like a rock star, but the recovery, wow, I'm rough today. Oh, Tommy Boyle, I can imagine, lad. Oh, goodness me. After you hit 30, the hangovers last 2 bloody days, lad. Mate, much love. I hope you had a great night, though, Tommy Boyle, bro. How was it on a scale of 1 to 69? I hope you had a good party, lad. You mean Tim Ream? Ream Robinson. What an answer, says Ruddy can't game. Well, I apologise. MLS. Manager bounce, wait till the second season. Probably Batman Night fan, yeah. Matt Turner says the Cinnamon. Craw says, thanks all. It's the hope that kills. Wanting West Ham and Tottenham to win. Awanihi will be Kane's long-term replacement. Clint Dempsey, probably the best USA player that's played the best. I don't think that's what he was asking, though. He's asking currently. I mean, if we're talking about the best that's ever played in the Prem, I think you've got to say, yeah, Clint Dempsey, Landon Donovan was on loan at Everton for a little bit of time. He was pretty good. Obviously, their goalkeepers like Brad Friedel, definitely up there. He was a very good goalkeeper. They've always produced good goalkeepers. Casey Keller's another one, good goalkeeper. They're good at producing goalkeepers. That's about it. Tim Howard's another one. So, yeah, these guys obviously produce some good goalies, but their outfield players, absolutely guff. Oh, Tommy Boyle, that sounds decent. That finished with a 69, so can't grumble. Ah, fair play to you, my son. Nice one. You need to watch the Aussie series Howzos. Give you enough material for years. Oh, okay then, Nick Pendragon. Not heard of that one, though. I've watched the Aussie series Mr. In-Between recently. That was really good. We will get better with slowly falling in love with football, says Roddy Can't Game. Yeah, you will get better, to be fair. If you had the same sort of level of enthusiasm into soccer as you do American football, baseball, basketball, basically all the sports that only you guys play and nobody else around the world does, then yes, you probably would be one of the best at it. Give it a couple of decades and maybe you will be, but right now, you guff. We've been saying that for 20 years, though, that soon MLS is going to be good, and it's just not. Claudio Reyna was a great player, says Mark Boyle. Tim Howard was a cracking player. Yeah, he was very good. Neighbours is coming back, is it really? No way. That's awesome. Tim Howard, Friedel, Tim Howard, yeah, Donovan. Yeah, good shout. Bowen equalised for West Ham. Nice. That's awesome. FC Groningen says currently Liverpool. That's fucking awesome. Liverpool can't beat West Ham currently. That's awesome. Let's go have a look at the halftime scores, guys. But yes, get in there. That's awesome. Love it. Come on, let's hope Scousers in the shit. Indeed, it is 1-1 in that game. Liverpool versus West Ham. Come on, West Ham. And then 1-1 in the Bournemouth-Brighton game as well. Looks like Brighton just equalised before halftime as well. Chelsea against Villa 0-0. Man, Chelsea are shit, aren't they? It's great to see. They are absolutely shite. Hey, we smashed 100 likes, guys. Ooh. Get in there. Thank you, everyone, for hitting that thumbs up button. It's much appreciated. We have got to 100 likes on this gashtastic North London Derby stream, of which I started 15 minutes late. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, every one of you, for hitting the thumbs up button. Please do continue to smash the likes. Americans call themselves world champions at sports they only play. That is very annoying. They have the World Series in baseball, and it's like, you guys are the only ones who play silly girls rounders. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, isn't it? What's that all about, mate? Do you know what? The other night I was on BT Sport 2 watching the game, and afterwards, so I'm editing my videos off. Afterwards, there's baseball on. Don't know if you realise that. They play some baseball on it, right? There's some baseball popped on. And so I left it on, not because I didn't, just I couldn't change the channel because I'm in the garage using a 30-foot bloody extension lead HDMI, so I wasn't going to get up and go to the lounge and change the channel, right? But, you know what? Baseball is bloody boring, guys. Like, what the hell? Crikey. I've never really watched it before. But I'll tell you something. What an awful sport. So boring, man. I couldn't even understand it. They were like, yeah, I just didn't even understand it. It was terrible. It was so slow. It was actually awful, but there you go. Exclusive, hey, says Chelsea is a prime example of buying all the best players and they're all still shite. Average guff. Yeah, that's so true, mate. They're not a good team, are they? I mean, obviously, Poch has only just got in there. It's going to take a bit of time, but yes, they have been gash. Pulisic smashing it at AC, says Ruddy. You can hate on Spurs defender called Doggy, says the Cinnamon. Bruno was excellent yesterday, dude. Yeah, Captain Marvel, tough watch, but the relief from the win. Oh, what a goal that was from Bruno Fernandes. I agree, Tommy. And Johnny Evans rolling back the years with a stunning performance. What a great hit that was by Bruno, though. Unbelievable goal. Baseball is gash, says David Watkins. Scott says TNT Sports is so gaff. Can't believe they got rid of the Serie A Sunday show. It's gash, isn't it? It's really, I don't even know why they changed the name, mate. Obviously, it was bought, I'm guessing, by TNT. But even so, looking worse than cricket. Baseball brutal bad, says Danny B. It was awful. Baseball's the gash, says Piotr Swat. Basketball's okay. Yeah, I don't mind a bit of basketball, particularly when like the Olympics is on. I like watching the basketball, like watching the old USA Dream Team and stuff. It's quite good. Canada plays too, says Roddy Can't Game. Oh, sorry. Forgot that. Canada plays too, so that can justify calling it the World Series or whatever. Or what's that all about, mate? It should be called the North American Series, really, shouldn't it? Baseball's a shit version of Rounders, says Jay Vader. Ice hockey's pretty good though. Yeah, I mean it is. It is pretty cool actually, ice hockey. Women volleyball's better. Baseball's boring, says Roddy. I found it pretty boring as well. It's for the Yanks to get pissed off and eat hot dogs. Well, fair play. Can't hit on that. We're lucky we didn't get Potts as Nas. Netball or basketball? I mean, I do prefer basketball, lad, because, you know, it's just more intense. But, I mean, you know, netball's good because the ladies play it. Did you see Joyce get sparked out? I did, mate. Absolutely knocked him out raw, didn't he? Bloody hell, Joyce, yeah. That was a great little double punch combo. Knocked him the fuck out there, didn't he? Crikey. Bloody hell. Duke of Rodtown says, I disagree with some of these opinions. Baseball, though stressful, is a thrilling sport. Well, I guess at its best. You know, I certainly, when I was watching it the other night, I didn't see it at its best, put it that way. Maybe at its best, like any sport, I guess it is good at its best. There's probably a big element of drama, you know, and stuff like that, and skill that's involved. Of course there's skill involved and all that sort of stuff. I get it. And if you're a sort of person who grew up in North America, playing it, watching it, you're going to have an affinity for it and you're going to love it. So, you know, I understand. But for me, it's just, I can't understand it. It's gash. NFL, NHL, and NBA, though not anymore, are great sports. Okay then, Ruddy Can't Game Mad, if you say so, bud. By the way, those aren't sports, mate. Those are leagues. Yeah? Those are leagues, mate. They're not sports, bro. No, I'm just being trucked in. I know what you mean. Ice hockey's good when they start fighting. One weekend without pain of losing. Yes, Sukranash El Pasha, get in there. Ice hockey, you're legit, you're allowed to fight. I know, that's crazy, isn't it? They just, like, throw down for a couple of minutes until somebody gets, like, the better, and then they split them up. It's mad. Cricket, I mean, I'm not a big fan of cricket either, to be fair. Not a big fan of cricket either, but it's better than baseball. Remember, this is a football channel? Well, you know, we just talk shite on here, don't we? It's part football channel, part shite talking channel. Some basketball players nearly tore us the nets themselves who don't need to jump to score. Just look at the Harlem Globetrotters. It is pretty crazy, actually. Yeah, it does seem like most, if you want to be a top level basketball player, you kind of have to be tall as fuck. You don't have to be. Think about that. Who was that guy in the 90s, guys? Bugsy or whatever his name was. Remember, played for the Bulls or whatever. Bugsy, the little guy, the tiny little guy. What's his name, guys? He was great. Oh, I forgot his name. It's Bugsy something, anyway. Yeah, really good. But most of them are tall as fuck, aren't they? It's kind of like a prerequisite. Not Bugs Bunny. Not Bugs Bunny. Although he was in Space Jam with Bugs Bunny, mate, this guy I'm thinking of. Bugsy Malone. It's not Bugsy Malone, but it's something like that. Ruddy will know. Right, Ruddy, what is his name again? Forgotten his name now. I did used to really like basketball when I was younger, actually, playing it and watching it when it was on Channel 4 back in the day. And during the 90s where the Chicago Bulls were running riot. That was it, wasn't it? That was it was good. Michael Jordan days, exactly, Duke of Rodtown. Yeah, everybody loved watching it back then. I enjoyed it as well. I do like rugby, Joshua, yeah. Patrick Ewing's your favourite. I like that era of the 90s Bulls, with, you know, when you had like Scottie Pippen and, you know, Michael Jordan and Dennis Rodman and all these sorts of people playing. Ruddy says it's like cricket. Oh, I've got 7 reposts. Thanks to everybody for reposting on Twitter, guys. Booge, is that his name? Oh, Bugs, Booge, what? Bugsy Boyles, is that the one? Yeah, I think you're right. The short guy, yeah. Muggy. That's his name. Muggy Bogues, or Boogs, Bouger, or however you pronounce his name, mate. But yeah, that's the one. The little guy. Space Jam. I do like tennis and snooker, Nash, yes. Used to play it as well back in the hood. Nice. Short guy. Yeah, he was tiny, lad. But he was really good, though. Muggsy. Yeah, that's his name. Muggsy. Not Bugsy, sorry. Muggsy, yeah. Muggsy was his nickname. Yeah, that's him. Jonathan says, hi, pig. Greedy shit glazers and crybaby players. Fuck out. I agree with you there, Jonathan Bourne. Absolutely. Nah, there's no updates on that, Danny B, lad. Played for Charlotte. Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, you know, a long time ago, mate. Space Jam 2 is gash. Not seen that one. Been watching a bit of World Cup Rugby England, says Joshua Whitfield. How did nobody else catch on then? Michael Jordan, one of the goats for basketball, and Space Jam 2 is god awful. Ooh. I don't know, you know. I mean, there was a period of time where a lot of people liked like the LA Lakers, I seem to remember in the UK, like in the 2000s, you know, like obviously a lot of people liked like that. But I think basketball in the UK is kind of at its all-time lowest. I don't see anybody talking about basketball. I remember back in the 90s walking around, you see people with Chicago Bulls hats on, or Chicago Bulls jackets, or Orlando Magic jackets and shit like that. And then in the 2000s, there's a whole bunch of people walking around with, you know, Lakers clobber on. These days, it just doesn't... I never see anything about basketball ever in the UK. Roddy says, I go back to the 80s, honestly, for the best decade. Yeah, that was a cracking decade, lad. Good decade. Great music, great movies. Well, Tommy Boy says basketball's alive and thriving in the UK. Is it really? Well, I don't really see anybody talking about it, though. Apart from, I guess there's... I just don't really see much going on, really. People then like the Bulls. It was ridiculous. Yeah, man, there's loads of Chicago Bulls stuff going on. Yes, I like the Olympics. Current NBA is loaded with talent. Yeah, well, I hear this. I do hear this, yes. Charles Barkley was a good one. The Steph Curry you talk about. Well, I used to like the Phoenix Suns back in the day as well. Randomly. Chicago Bears were great in the 80s, says Jay Fade. I love the 80s, but the 90s for football, says Leroy. Oh, fair play. Tommy says Sky show the live games from UK, Europe, and the NBA. I mean, I'm not hating on it. Out of all the American sports, basketball is the one that I kind of like the most. I kind of do. And the NHL as well, the hockey, but I can't be doing with the American football or the baseball, to be fair. You hated the Lakers. You're a San Antonio Spurs fan. You're a spud, are you, Ruddy? You're a spud. You're an American spud. No way. Shaq was awesome, to be fair. Larry Bird, your G, says Ruddy. Anyway, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? This is a football stream. Why are we talking about bloody gastastic bouncy ball? You know what I'm saying? What's this all about? You're a huge Toronto Raptors fan. If United were one of the teams today, it would be 3-0. Unfortunately, we probably would be getting absolutely destroyed, Beata Thompson. We're not a good outfit at the moment. Look how piss poor we were against Burnley. We only managed to get the job done against them, and they actually outplayed us at Spurs in that game. Hey, not too bad, Shane Oz. How you getting on, bro? Larry Bird's the GOAT. Who do you reckon's the GOAT in the old basketball? There goes. I've got to be honest, I do think it's blatantly Michael Jordan. He was the GOAT. Like, yeah, some people would say Kobe, some people would say LeBron James, some people would say, whoever. But to me, it's Michael Jordan. He was the daddy. He was absolutely awesome, wasn't he? What a fucking legend. If anybody says anything other than Michael Jordan, then you're just blatantly wrong. Jordan easy. Larry Bird from Blackpool says Bucky Badass. Michael Jordan, Joel Freenan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, fair play. Bit of Magic Johnson vibes as well. Kobe Bryant says Sir Jummy, fair play. You think I may actually like NFLP? No, I don't. I've watched some Super Bowls in my life and I find it mind-numbingly gash. It's just like girls rugby, mate. You know what I mean? Why do you have to wear pads and shit like that? I don't like it. Rugby's way better. Jordan's the GOAT, says must play Jordan, Kobe. It might be a bit dark, actually, Aaron. I don't know. I can't be asked to play around with settings at the minute, though. 1 Jordan, 2 Bird, 3 Magic Johnson, 4 Kobe, 5 Kareem. Fair play to you, Tommy Balls. Good list right there. Jordan is the GOAT in all sports, says the Cineman. You what? Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and about 6 others are the GOATs of basketball. Jordan. Space Jam was awesome, man. Loved a bit of Space Jam back in the day. Used to have a Toronto Raptors starter jacket. Kobe. Thank you, Shane. Says hit the like button for the Piggo. Thank you so much there. Jordan's consensus GOAT. Yeah. Larry Bird used to drive a garbage truck and went on to Sports Legendary Star. That's awesome, isn't it? Larry Bird was insane. Jordan wanted to be as good as him. Fair play, lad. That's right, NFL is gash. All right, yes, hit the like button, guys. The second half's about to kick off. Let me get the timer up in the corner. Sync up with us if you can. We're hoping for a Spurs win if anybody's going to win here. But out of all the teams, we'd like them to get a draw, really. The game's about to kick off. Get your predictions in now, guys. I did say 2-1 at the start of the game, and I'm sticking with that. 2-1 to Spurs. Early chance here in the second half now for Spuds. Drew Bruce says Wayne Gretzky. Yeah, well, he's considered the NHL GOAT, isn't he, or the hockey GOAT? Fair play. I think if I had to choose who's the best sportsman, like, in their, not just the sport, as in who's the GOAT in sports for what they do in their own sport. It's hard to compare, isn't it, different sports and everything. But I would have to say, I personally think Ronnie O'Sullivan. People might go, you what? But Ronnie O'Sullivan is like a genius on the bass. Now, not a lot of people watch snooker these days. Not a lot of people like it. But in terms of being a genius in your sport, I don't see how anybody's better than Ronnie O'Sullivan at what he does over the years. He's fucking absolutely a genius. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Schumacher's another one, to be fair. He's great. But Ronnie O'Sullivan. Oh, yeah, Phil the Power Taylor's a great shout as well, Jay Fader. But, no, honestly, Ronnie O'Sullivan, what an unbelievable talent in terms of his sport and what he does. Like, he would be the equivalent of, I don't know, David Watkins to Stephen Hendry. You what? Stephen Hendry was immense in the 90s, to be fair. He won like 7 world championships. Guy was awesome. But I'm talking about, like, you know, Ronnie's got the most 147s. Ronnie's got the fastest 147. Ronnie's got the most centuries. Ronnie's got the most ranking event wins. Ronnie's just better in every way, really. You know, to be fair, Stephen Hendry had the ultimate grit and was an unbelievable player. But, you know, I wouldn't put him up there as the GOAT of the sport or anything, because he's the second best, if you ask me. But Ronnie is like the most genius. He can play left-handed, he can play right-handed. He's super fluent. Obviously, Henry was an attacking player as well, but yeah, it was boring back in the 90s watching him win everything, mate. Whereas Ronnie, I don't know, it's just something awesome about him. Mayweather, that's a good shout. I mean, but then again, Mayweather's just super defensive boxer, and I never really enjoy. I prefer Joe Calzaghe or something like that. Just, you know, but he was a similar sort of counter sort of puncher, but just the amount of, he got 46-0. He's super underrated boxer, but yeah, no, fair enough. He's obviously right up there. Djokovic says fire up. Ali says Tommy Boyle. Michael Jordan all day. Cantona.
Get in there, my son.
Agassi. I mean, Agassi, no fucking way, Momo. Agassi was awesome. I liked those days of tennis, actually. Agassi and Sampras days and stuff like that. But you know what? Compared to Federer and Nadal and Djokovic, Agassi is actually not even on the same level as those guys, let alone the GOAT of any sport. You know what I'm saying? But he was great, though. Hamilton, yeah, Hamilton's stats are undeniable. So Jummy says Lewis Hamilton's stats are undeniable. I used to watch tennis silverware, don't really anymore, but I used to. Nadal says Sajami Sharapova. Oh, hell yeah. Tiger Woods says David. Thank you, Marv B, for subscribing there. Valentino Rossi, Joe Calzaghe. Yeah, great shout. Harlan's up there. He's actually not at all Bucky Badass, mate. Not yet. Maybe by the end of his career, but you can't even say that right now, really. Oh, Madison fed in over the top. He's tried to get onto the end of that one, but he's not. Tyson Fury's up there, to be fair. Undefeated, can't argue with it. Don Bradman finished with an average of 99.96, better than... You talk about that cricket player, Nick Pendragon. Yeah, fair enough, but, you know, who gives a shit about that many? But fair enough, though, Nick Pendragon. I like it. Good one. Muggsy Bogues. Prince Nazim was amazing. Love watching him fight back in the day, lad. Michael Phelps. Well, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. That's true, Cinnamon. Roddy says, me, professional fat champ for 20 years running. Buddy, I'll keep it to yourself, lad. Zamiyasi, thank you very much for the super chat here.
Super
chance for Arsenal from the corner. They're claiming the handball. They're protesting. Shot on goal. Block. They're protesting the handball. They want the VAR looked at here. They want the VAR looked at. So the corner comes in and it just sort of pinballs around a little bit there in the 6-yard box. There is a shot on goal. And it is a handball, but it's ball to hand. I don't know. They might give this, you know. They might actually give this. Surely they can't. I mean, it's Romero again who's going to be the culprit if it is given against him. I think they'll give it because he is, of course, interfering with the play here. It's going in if not for that handball. It's going to be a pen. This is going to be a penalty. Yeah, hands up, Jonathan. Guys, do you think pen or no pen, this will be given as a penalty? They have to give it because it literally would be a goal if it's not struck him on the hand. And his hand's up as well. It's not down by the side of his body. It's a penalty. Unfortunately, Arsenal are going to get the decision here blatantly. They're checking the possible handball here. They will give it, I bet. Very fortunate in a way, but looks like they're going to give it. G-Wolf says, hope it's not a pen. Yeah, me too. How you doing, G-Wolfster? They will blatantly give it this, though. It is a penalty, to be honest. Imagine if this happened against United or for United. You'd be demanding of the pen. It's a definite pen. He's just flailing in front of everyone there, and he's got his arm up. It's a definite pen. Pen says Drew who. Romero, the new slabby. He has gashed it, hasn't he, in this game so far? He's going to go have a look at this now, guys. He's going over to the monitor. It's blatantly going to be a pen. Oh, you're watching the Brighton game. Brighton winning 2-1. Oh, nice, nice. They've turned it around. It looked off our player's hand. Says Roddy can't game. Let's have another look. Nah, that's a pen. Clear pen, says Lewis Ross on. They're just watching it again. The official's gone over to have a look at it. Oh, great shout, Tommy Boyle. Yeah, I mean, that's a great shout, Tommy, lad. Geniuses. Cinnamon says, I agree with you, Pig. You know it's a penalty when he goes to the screen. This is a pen. No pen, says Jay Garth. Thank you for reposting, Kieran. I appreciate you, Kieran. Yes, indeed, give us a repost. He's given the penalty, guys. He's given the penalty. It was always coming there. Romero, quite unfortunate there, really, because he's just trying to get his body in the way, and he doesn't know much about it. It's literally, it's ball to hand, but his hand is up, and he is on the line, and he does stop the ball going back into the back of the net there. So, correct decision. Sadly, it looks like Arsenal are going to get the opportunity here to make it 2-1. Postecoglou's laughing his head off on the sidelines. He can't believe it. Hope for a save, says Jay Fader. Indeed. But it is a pen. It is a pen. Hey, we're nearly at 150 likes, guys. Can we smash 150 likes before the penalty goes in? Smash the like button if you're just joining us. Smash the subscribe button if you're new to the show as well. And get yourself in there raw. Okay, Saka's going to step up and take this penalty here for Arsene Hollands. Up against Vicario. Saka. Saka with the left boot. He's going to ping this one. Come on, Keeps. 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 Saka steps up. Saka! And he's put it straight down the middle. Straight down the middle when it's in the back of the net, guys. And Arsenal lead Tottenham 2-1 here at the Emirates. Absolutely guff. There it is. 2-1 to the Arsenal Holes. It's a great pen, to be fair, because the goalkeeper's just trying to put him off, pointing direction, and he's going to dive one way, and Saka's just absolutely read it perfectly and put it straight down the middle. There you go. It's a good penalty. It's confident from Saka, and it is indeed 2-1 to the Arsene Hollands. Yep. Angie smashing plates on the sideline. He's not happy at all, bro. Could end 2-2, says Craw. Hope so, hope so. 3-2 to Spurs, says Leroy. That would be cool as well. Any way that Arsenal don't win, I'm happy with this result. Games gone, said Duke of Rod. I don't know. Spurs seem to have a bit about them at the moment. They might come back into this. I'm predicting they do come back into this. Yeah, go on, Spurs. Make sure shite roll Arsenal, says Ian Racing. Easy, says PJ. Starboy Bakar. He is a heck of a player. Is Zane smoking Viagra, says Johnny? Oh, dear. 2-2, hopefully. 3-2 to Spurs, says Marky Coffin. Down the middle, says Ruddy. In my opinion, mate, yes, says Duke of Rodtown. What is Madison doing, says Fire Up. Tommy says, where are we going with these handball decisions? I get it, but close proximity decisions are spoiling the game. Maybe indirect free kick in the box should be introduced. I like it, Tommy Boy. Yeah, I like your style. I do think when it's ball to hand, clearly like that, you can't do anything about it, can you? But at the same time, it is stopping the goal. It's a great chance for Spurs. Son Heung-min makes it 2-2. Lovely play by Madison with the assist. We should have blatantly gone and got Madison instead of Mount. And it's a fucking great finish by Son Heung-min. He's equalised. It's 2-2. Have some of that Arsene Hollands, mate. Just as you think you're winning the game, mate, you've been fucking pumped straight back by Son Heung-min and his Barbie army of spud melts. Double wanker. Get in there. Have some of that Arsene Hollands mugs. Yes, son. Yes, son. Get in there, Son Heung-min. And a great assist by Madison. Look what it means to Son. That's a fucking great comeback straight away. Immediate answer back there. Oh, that's great stuff. 2-2, guys. Come on. Love it. That's buzzed me right up, that is, guys. That's fucking awesome. Oh, yes. What are they doing at the back there, Arsenal? They've completely shut the bed. What a mistake. Son Heung-min with that precision finish, though. So good. Madison, perfectly weighted pass. It's a terrible piece of defending by Arsenal. They've given it away. They've bottled it. It's terrible. And Arsenal just crumbling. The classic Arsenal crumbled it. Bottle jobbed it. Zane's crying over his Cohiba cigar right now. He's bad, mate. Oh, Exclusive says, we are so shit defensively. Can't believe it. Sly says, what a game. Yes, 2-2. Get in there, my son. Come on. Absolutely happy days. We are back. Yes, indeed, Eurogar. Great stuff. Paul, what's happening with you, Paul, today, you legend? Says Zane biting his fingernails down to his elbows. Oh, man. Brilliant. Spooky Ghoul, what's going on? Sorry, I missed you there. How you doing, Spooky Ghoul, today? Get in there, you legendess. How you going? It's Spooky Ghoul. What's happening there, Spooky Ghoul? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Obviously, Arsene Holland's fan. How you doing there, Spooky Ghoul? You watching this? Oh, it's a good comeback there straight away. Straight answer back there from Spuds. Oh, that's a crumble job from the Arsene Hollands at the back. Hey, I hope you're good though, Spooky Ghoul. Thanks for getting in. And Wonton Doodle says, how was this a pen, but not the one when we played Spurs? Well, I do think it was I do think that's a fair point though, mate. But I do think that was a pen as well, you know. Yeah, well, that's it. The officiating of a bunch of shite bags this season, aren't they? Or every season. Terrible. Wonton Doodle, how you doing, you legend? AKA the graphic designer of the channel here, doing bits with the thumbnails and the graphics and stuff. Let's get some love in there for Wonton Doodle. Check out Wonton Doodle's channel in the link in the description. Absolute legend. Legend, man. How are you doing today there? Hope you're good. Yeah, not too bad, Spooky Ghoul. Melting. Absolutely melting. I got on here like 10 or 15 minutes late today. I literally rolled out of bed. I'm properly melted. I haven't even eaten anything. I'm starving. And then after this, I've got to do some serious gash stuff. I've got to go back and forth 15 miles doing moving runs because Mrs. P's moving in here. That's right. I said it. She is. So, you know, I'm picking stuff up. It's a nightmare. It's going to be an absolute nightmare. You got new FIFA yet, says Jamie Mackey? Yes, I do, Jamie Mackey. I am playing it on my gaming channel. But, thanks, guys. Says, congratulations, everyone. Thank you very much. Tommy says, do I hear wedding bells? No, you don't, mate. No, you don't. You hear, you hear Esmeralda's bells, mate. Esmeralda, the bells! You don't hear wedding bells, mate, no. I don't believe in the concept of marriage. Chiwa says, I hear screaming kids. Oh, hell no. Thank you, no worries, Wonton Doodle. No piglets on the way, J Feeder, mate. No. Spooky Ghoul's watching the game. It has been a good game so far. Eventful. Yeah, Alicia Lehman is doing bits for me on the new FIFA. She's actually good, isn't she? I'm surprised, like, she's actually one of my most effective players. Thank you for the super chat here. Abel W says, Arsenal have turned bottling into an art form. Certainly, this is like a competition out of the two teams, isn't it? Who's capable of bottling the most games, really. That's what it's all about between Arsenal and Spuds. It's like not really a game of football. It's more of a bottle-off. It kind of reminds me, you know, that episode of Only Fools and Horses where Del Boy's sort of like bottling tap water in his kitchen. This is sort of what it looks like to me. Both of these two sides are just complete bottle merchants. Jonathan says, Pig, mate, I'd swap Rashford for Son. Well, fair play. I mean, Son's one of the best players in the world, in my opinion, so he's obviously better than Rashford, but Rashford's much younger, and he's Manc born and bred, so go and wash your fingertips off with some Swarfiga there, Jonathan Gallagher, lad. If Pig had kids, the first word the kid might say is gashtastic or slabby. Maddison better than Bruno? I wouldn't say that, Lou, man, but I would say Maddison's better than Mount. Yeah. Yeah, oh, Zane's hiding, mate. Zane is hiding. 141 likes. Hey, the mustard, get in there. Yes, indeed. Smash the likes. We're nearly at 150. Great stuff. Oh, just a bit of a bacon pay here, then. I'm hungry, guys. I'm just going to have a quick look, see if there's anything I can munch real quick while there's a break and pay here. Don't go nowhere. Smash the likes. Hit the subscribes. I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to have a look in the kitchen, see if there's anything I can quickly munch. 2 secs. Oh no, Crawl. Liverpool have scored, have they? Oh shit! I just got a pork pie, guys. That's all I can really. Rather than I can't, I can't cook anything or anything. So I'm gonna eat this pork pie, guys. Madison spoons one over the top of the crossbar. Why did we not buy Madison, though? Smack a one in the live chat if you think United should have bought Madison. I don't know why we didn't do that. 20 million less than Mount. We were smoking some serious crack when we passed up the opportunity to sign him. Pisses me off. Gary Finnegan, you legend. I'm not doing too badly. How are you getting on, my son? What's happening there, bro? Mustard says plus and Didi while we're at it. Madison and James Ward-Prowse. Yeah, I mean, we could have done a lot better with our signings in general, couldn't we? Proper crumble job. Pune scored. Oh, damn it, man. Give Mount time to prove himself? Yeah, I will, but just fundamentally think Madison's way better. Wasn't Madison like a United fan as a kid or something? Like, he would have come to us if we would have gone and put in a bid, but we just decided to spend our money gashly. Darwin Punez, I'll do it. Jay Fader says cannibalism. Pork pie's a weird thing to eat for breakfast, eh? Just didn't have much time. No time to munch anything. Rashford needs that new contract to pay for repairs to his Rolls Royce. Oh, yeah, I saw that he's binned his car off, mate. Bloody hell, Paul. Crikey. Saliba hoofs it away from Arsenal Hollands. Yeah, Kieran Chelsea play awful everybody day, don't they? Yeah, we spent money poorly this cinema, no doubt. Very, very poorly. This game got me smoking, says Roddy Can't Game. Ian says we all hate the shite roll Arsenal. Go on, Spuds, roast them like you have a Sunday dinner, says Ian Rayson. Okay, Madison's going to take this free kick for the Spuds. Yeah, exactly, Tommy Boy. That would have made us such a better side, to be fair, lad. It's crazy, isn't it? Could have kept De Gea as well. We've actually had a mayor in this summer transfer window. You know, as much as we do criticise the shithouse Glazers, and they do need to be criticised, I don't think we actually chose the correct players to sign this summer to make us really, truly better. We've actually shat it. And that has to, you know, that is going to obviously be the recruitment team, but also Ten Hag's fundamental final decisions. And wants to sign players like Mount, Onana, you know, Hoyland and these guys who have come in for a lot of money when we could have gone and got some other players who, in my opinion, are probably better. So I have to say, I think we've kind of shat it with the signings this summer. Overall, pretty piss poor. Exactly. Yeah. De Gea and Mount, 100 million. What could we have bought instead? We could have bought a lot. Chelsea red card. Oh, no way. Brilliant. Tons of money spent, but with no plan. Stick to the manager and this plan. It will come good. Well, I hope so, Paul. Okay, there's going to be a yellow card here. And, yeah. Foul on the goalkeeper. And Ketia just lunges in there and chops down the keeps. Nick Pendragon says they were all third choice picks. Yeah, essentially. Filthy looking window. Yeah, that's true. The mustard. They don't go for the right options. They could have proper ambition, but they generally go for sort of cheapo options. And yeah, okay, you know, there's nothing cheap about Mount for 60 mil. But they're looking at the bigger picture here. 24-year-old, homegrown. You know, they look at things like that. They also look at things like Rasmus Højlund being a lot cheaper. Son Heung-min through on goal. Ooh! Puts it into the side netting. Lucky no red card. Pigger's got into watch mode. You what? Glazers veto all the first choices, says Paul. Basically, that sounds about right, unfortunately, yeah. I'm going to have a pot noodle, guys. Back in a second. I'm fucking starving. Literally, that pork pie has not even touched the sides. Just going to put the kettle on, guys. Right, it's boiling away. It's boiling. Just put the kettle on. Madison's down on the ground. I don't have a chicken and mushroom one, actually, Craig. I'm going to have a look. There's a couple in there. I don't know what they are. I think there's like a sticky rib one or something. But my favourite flavour is chicken and mushroom, blatantly. Blatantly. Madison hyperextension. Oh, shit. Potential injury for James Madison here. Beef and tomatoes, your guess, says the Cinnamon. That's my least favourite one. I never get that one. Skesh, lad. Jason Jackson, thanks for becoming a member of the channel there, my son. Everyone, welcome in Jason Jackson to the channel membership. We got a new member of the channel, Jason Jackson. I'm sorry, Jason Jackson. Who I am for real. It's a goal to Villa, is it, Craw? Nice. It's going good, Jason Jackson. Thanks for asking, bud. How are you getting on? Thank you very much for becoming a member. Everyone, get your favourite emoji to welcome Jason Jackson to the posse. Get in there, Villa. Have some of that Chelsea, you bunch of losers. That is so good. What a bunch of crumble merchants. And they got 10 men, have they? Madison looks like he might be all right here, you know. 70 minutes gone on the clock. Yeah, Ruddy says, welcome, Jason Jackson. Are you for real? Corner in now. Arsenal deal with it. Chelsea down 1-0. Let's all laugh at the Chelsea scum. Yeah, Jay Fader Mattis has been great so far this season in general, hasn't he, really? Paul says Mount looking good now. Excuse me? Jared Bowen scored today, says the Mustard. He's a good player. Villa West Ham will do good this season, says Piotr Swat. Villa have got themselves a great coach. So I do expect them to do some good things. Bowen's on your bench, says David Watkins. Right, hang on, my kettle's boiled. Back in a sec, guys. It's a sticky rib one. I don't know if I've ever had one of these ones, you know, guys. Doesn't sound like the most breakfasty pot noodle going, though. So, I mean, if there is such a thing. Sticky rib. Poch is having an absolute stinker, isn't he? Poch gone by Christmas is corrupted. Pochettino's having an absolute stinker, lad. Big time. It's good to see. Chelsea in the mud is good, absolutely. I think the Spuds are going to take this one, you know, JGarth92. I can feel it coming, lad. 3-2 to the Spuds, I reckon. What's your predictions for the game now? Great chance here, potentially for Spuds. Son getting in there. Oh, good block by Saliba. Needed to be made. Sorry, Gabriel. Needed to be made. Just need Liverpool to melt. Yes, indeed. Draw, says the hoop man. Sorry, the mustard. Sorry, my bad. The mustard lad. Hey, Mark N, how are you today, mate? Says Arsenal saved by referee's assistant. What's going on, Marky N, lad? How you doing, buddy? Chelsea melts a finish, says Harry Maguire. Big time. 3-2 Gunners was your prediction at start, says Madhouse. Oh, it's pretty poor at the moment, Jonathan Gallagher. Just hope that we can turn it around. This ends in a 2-2 draw, which isn't ideal, but good enough. Predicted a 4-0 smashing by Tottenham at first. What's going on here? Yellow card for Romero. He's having a stinker of a day today. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on in the box. Corner comes in for Tottenham. It's been all Tottenham the last 5-10 minutes, really. Well won back by Kulusevski there. All Tottenham here, getting on top of the Arsenal Hollands. Kulusevski on the right. Plays it central. Sarr tries to move it wide left, but can't. And it's cut out by Arsenal Hollands at the back there. Free kick to Spurs. Or free kick to Arsenal, sorry. We got Crystal Palace next as NAS 786. We got a nice easy run of a few easy games, don't we? Can't remember them all now. Let's have a look. But I know the next few games are all quite easy. On paper, anyway. And we should be picking up lots of points from the next few games. Yeah, so we got Crystal Palace in the Cup and in the Premier League. So we've got them in the EFL Cup and then the Premier League. Then we've got Brentford in the league, Sheffield United in the league, and then City on the 29th of October. But the next three games, you know, Crystal Palace, Brentford, and Sheffield United, we should be picking up maximum points in those, shouldn't we? So, yeah. Ooh! White puts it in from the right there. Saka gets onto the end of it, but good save by Vicario there. Mitoma Brace, he's a great player, eh? What a player. Yep, Rattlehead says, cheer up, Piggy. At least United ain't as shit as Chelsea. Fair one. Yeah, I got Mitoma in my fantasy team as well. That's amazing, Timo says 153 watching, 152 likes. Great ratio. That's a great ratio, guys. Thank you, everyone, for hitting the likes, and thanks for getting us to 150 likes. Keep smashing the likes if you haven't done so. Nice one. Cheers for that. Yeah, come on, the Spuds. Let's get them... Oh, they're bringing on Richarlison. Oh, no. He's gash. Let's give my pot noodle a stir here. Gabriel Jesus coming off. Reece Nelson comes on for Arsenal Hollands. Looks like Richarlison's coming on for Spuds. Exclusive says, of course, the week I sub out a Stupinam for Gusto, I get shafted. Says Exclusive. I feel you, man. Literally, I took Darwin Punes out my team after like a couple of weeks of him doing shite. And I shouldn't have selected him at the start of the season anyway. And since then, he scored a couple, and, you know, it's always the way it is, lad. Cinnamon says, I need that kind of ratio when I go out on the pool, says Cinnamon. Yeah, fair play to you, rather than 150 attempts and 0 likes ratio that you usually get. Oh, I'm just kidding, mate. I imagine you're a pulling machine. You're a pulling machine, my son. Damn, Son going off, says David Watkins. Yep, Son off there. Looks like Richarlison coming on. And Højbjerg coming on as well. Madison and Son off, says David Watkins. Brighton on 15 points, Chelsea on 5 points. Brighton laughing about selling them Caicedo. That's crazy, isn't it? I know he's not been exactly great there, has he? But it's just the Chelsea curse right now. You'll take the burn. It's legit funny. Nice one, Cinnamon. Nah, fair play to you. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a numbers game, lad. You don't try, you don't get. You know what I'm saying? Two of the best players off now, says Craw. Son, what a player, yeah. 78 minutes in, though. And also true, says the Cinnamon. Both Madison and Son off. What is Angie thinking? Højbjerg and Richarlison coming on doesn't sound great for those guys. They're just fatigued, I'm guessing. It is 78 minutes in. I guess he's thinking, get some fresh legs on. They have given a lot today. They've been sensational today, actually, both Madison and Son. Must play says 3-1 Brighton. Oh, man. Pumping them now. Odegaard has been rubbish as King. Boomy. Pulling skill of Maguire says the Cinnamon. Oh. Yeah, I did see that, Jonathan Gallagher. Yes, lad. Matoma again says must play. Wowzers. Yeah, I did see that. Will Brighton be second, Piggy? Let's have a look at the live league table, mate. See what's going on. Brighton currently third behind Liverpool. 1 point behind Liverpool. That is gash, isn't it? Looks like Liverpool having a good start to the season here. Come on, West Ham. Come back into this and take a couple of points off those Scousers, please. But yeah, Brighton in third place in the live league table. Liverpool in second place. Oh, dear. Shite to see City so far ahead of Manchester United right now. They're literally 9 points ahead of us, and they're top of the table. Liverpool 6 points ahead of us. Sorry, 7 points ahead of us, and second in the table. That is filth. 100% I'll take Matoma at United, lad. 100%. Yeah, Matoma's a great player, isn't he, Jason Jackson? 100% David Watkins, I'd have him. Smash a one if you'd have Matoma at United. 100%. Great player. The mustard, I don't know actually, mate. I haven't had a chance to do it the last couple of days, but yeah, I've been playing a little bit of darts, courtesy of the legend Tommy Boy, who sent me a dartboard. What an absolute legend, and some darts. So yeah, I do intend to give him a game at some point, sometime on the old webcam darts at some point when I can actually hit the number I want. You know what I mean? Which is coming actually. To be fair, I'm getting better at it, no doubt. Get in there, G Fitter, and I'll just chuck a few darts every here and there when I'm in the kitchen. Chuck a few darts. It's good. A lot of people would like Matoma at United, yeah. "81 minutes gone." Corrupted says Spudge bench stronger than the arse, says Corrupted. Madhouse says love darts, but I'm absolute shite, says Madhouse. I'm pretty shite at darts, mate, I have to say. Like, I thought it'd be much better than I am. I've got a newfound respect for these nutters on the old darts, on the telly, who just get the triple 20s most times they want and just do, get the doubles, and they're bloody immense, aren't they? It's actually really hard. They just make it look so easy. It's crazy, in fact. Matoma 27 next day. Best years of his career upcoming. Villa have had a great start this season as well. Unai has smashed it, says Harry Maguire. Definitely, what a manager. He's having a great time there. Literally turned them around. Steven Gerrard was shitting the bed there. Raw turned them around last season. Never looked back. Been brilliant since then. Tommy had glazes in the bullseye. That's a good idea. That's fair, must play, yeah. Good evening, Marky Boyle. This game will be a draw, says Jonathan Gallagher. Hope Rashford's okay after his car crash. I know, yeah, Johnny. That's not good, is it, mate? That's serious shit. What is this? It seems like a lot of footballers crash their cars quite often. What's that all about? I think it's because they got these big, meaty, powerful cars. They don't know how to fucking drive them, guys. That's the impression I get. They've got these big supercars or big engine cars, and they're just chucking them around out there. And they don't know how to control them. Too much car for them. Too much car for them, mate. Don't see me smashing up my Hyundai Accent, do you? No. It's because I'm in control of that beast. I'm in control of that 1.6 litre fucking beast or whatever it is. Can't even remember what it is now. I think it's it might be 1.3 my Hyundai Accent. Oh, man. You got a 1.4 Corsa, says David Watkins. Fair play. Yeah, mine's 1.3, mate. It's slow as fuck, to be fair. But it's just a shopping cart end of the day. It gets me from A to B. It's actually the best car I've ever owned by a country mile. Bought it about 4 years ago. 2001 Hyundai Accent. £250 it cost me. £250. And all it's ever needed is just the basic things. Brake pads. You know, it's flown through its MOT every single year. It's mental. It's actually £250 it cost me, guys. It's not a looker, to be fair. It's got some scratches and cosmetic damage and shit like that. But in terms of actual, you know, and it's the most granny interior you've ever seen. But tell you what, though, best car I've ever had, especially for the money. I mean, some people pay that in 1 month for a car payment. I just got lucky with it on Gumtree. Like most cars, you can't even get a shit box for 250 quid. But I got very lucky with it. Somebody was just looking for a quick sale, basically, and just picked it up. What a steal, says Iceman. Absolutely, mate. Yeah. I mean, I've never spent more. So I've had 4 cars, and this is how much I spent on all my cars. And I've been driving for like 8-9 years or something. So, you know, some people spend a fortune on cars. I don't really see the point, based on the cars I've had anyway. Maybe I've been lucky, but the first car I had was a Mitsubishi Charisma, which cost me £1,000, which was a great car. Unfortunately, some lorry went on the back of me and wrote it off. Otherwise, I'd probably still have that car now. It was super dependable, reliable, and it only had like 40-odd thousand miles on it when I got it. And it was just an absolute... It was in great condition. Always serviced by the previous owner and only one owner before. That was perfect as well. That got binned off, though. Some twat went out the back of me. And then the next car I bought was a Vauxhall Vectra, which was a 2005 Vauxhall Vectra, which I got for 450 quid, which was a bit of a shit box, to be fair, and lasted about 10 months before I had to scrap it. But I got like 130 back for it. And the clutch went on it. It was an absolute pig. It did not look good. It had scratches and all sorts, but it only cost 450 quid. And then I bought a Honda Civic. I think that was about £800. Honda Civic, 2003 Honda Civic. Bit of a shitter as well, bit of a pig. Only lasted about 18 months or something like that, maybe. Maybe 2 years, 2.5 years, somewhere around about there. And then scrapped that because it had some sort of bloody issue, wasn't passing its MOT, and it needed about 500 spent on it, so I thought, fuck that. And then bought this Hyundai Accent for 250 quid, so I've literally spent like a couple of £1,000 in all my time on cars. Some people spend that in a couple of months. Mental. Yeah, Madhouse says stick to Japanese cars if you're skin. I couldn't agree more, mate. Japanese cars are the most reliable. Things like Mitsubishis, Hondas, Toyotas, those sorts of things. Definitely. Your first car was an Escort XR3i or Meaty Lad. Nice. Yeah, I remember a lot of those knocking around the gaff back in the day. Your parents happen to have a Honda Civic, though it's a bit newer, says Duke of Rodtown. Nice. Still gets you from A to B. Definitely. Polo 1.9 TDI for 15 years and counting, never had to lift the bonnet to fix anything. That's amazing, old Chief Smoke. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Love to hear stuff like that. Ian Racing says 22,000 miles and it's still got it. Class, love it, says Ian Racing. That's brilliant, lad. Zane's hiding in his car now. XR3i is a good one. Who's going to get the winner here? Who's your money on, folks? Fiat Punto, it was shite, says the Boru. Who's your money on here? There's only 3 minutes left. It's a corner for Arsenal. It's got to be a draw. Predicting the draw now. There's only 3 minutes to go, isn't there? Got a draw written all over it, to be fair. But yeah, I don't envisage ever buying a new car or anything. I think once this car goes, I'm just going to look for another dirt cheap car to drive until it dies. Then I'll get another dirt cheap car to drive until it dies. And then I'll get another dirt cheap car to drive until it dies, pretty much. That's my plan. Get an electric car, says Labib Shahid. Yeah. They're quite expensive, though, aren't they? Compared to, like, you know, petrol cars from 10, 15 years ago that just go for dirt cheap. Saka just brought down. Right, sorry, I'm going to have to munch this pot noodle now, guys. Actually, I might just wait, actually, considering the game's almost over. Actually, there's going to be a bit of stoppage time, isn't there? So I'm starving, guys. I haven't eaten today properly. I've had a pork pie and that's it. I'm going to munch this pot noodle. Bear with me. Actually, I'll leave it. It's still hot as hell. Saka's up to his feet. Japanese cars are reliable. I'm a German car lover, though. Touchwood never had any issues. The Roadhouse option is a sensible finance. Yeah, definitely there, J Fader. I agree, mate. And yeah, Japanese and German, you can't really go wrong with either, can you? I definitely do favour Japanese cars, though. Just in general. German cars are great, too. Yes, they are. Ian Racing says set on fire electric cars when they crash lithium batteries. Bad design. Yeah. Hyundai's South Korean, Mark Boyle, yeah. Hyundai is. I never said they weren't, mate. Did you overhear me say Honda's Japanese? I said Honda, not Hyundai. Honda's Japanese. Mitsubishi's Japanese. Toyota's Japanese. Lexus is Japanese. Suzuki's Japanese. But Hyundai is definitely Korean. Yeah. I don't actually, G-Wolf. I think this is going to end in a draw, bro. 10 minutes, though. Ooh, 10 minutes of added time, Jonathan Gallagher. Wow, yeah, look at that. 10 minutes added on. Ooh. I agree, old Chief Smoke. German cars were great. New ones are shite. Same with Japanese. Well, to a lesser extent, Japanese. But I agree, the German cars are not as reliable as they used to be, mate. In general, it seems. Ooh, Saka shot from outside the box. Save from Vicario. Gets across, scrambles across to his right, and does get a palm away. Pot noodle will be stone cold by then, says Mark. Yeah, I'm going to have to eat it in a minute. I'm going to have to munch it in a minute. I can't wait 10 minutes, lad. I wanted a draw, Labib Shahid. I wanted a draw or a Spurs win. So if this finishes as it is right now, I'll be very happy. A draw is a great result for us, isn't it? Because both teams dropped 2 points. Pot noodle sandwich. I've never had one of those. I do hear people have that, though. What does that mean, Gabriel Workman Peters, lad? How about a Volkswagen Beetle? Yeah, I really like the old ones. I've never owned one or whatever, but I'd love to have one. Like an old school 60s and VW Beetle would be nice. Used to love the Love Bug growing up. Herbie rides again. Herbie goes bananas and all that. Great movies. Grew up on them. You put Chris in a pot noodle. Wow. Yeah, the 53 oval. Exactly, J Fader. Now, I've always wanted to own one of those. The old ones, the really loud ones. They're loud as hell, aren't they? Craig Barker says wonderful films. Yeah, love them. I've always wanted to own a VWP. They're very expensive now, aren't they? If you want to get a decent one, decent sort of bug, they're not cheap these days at all. Yes, I have heard of the Jensen Interceptor, mate. Absolutely. English, old school English vibes. I'm pretty sure, isn't it? English, yeah. Definitely. Nice cars. Datsun's is corrupted. Beast of a car. Yeah, man, yeah. Meaty, powerful motor. Hey, mate, Minis are good cars, mate. To be fair to you, Wolf, I'd like an old school Mini as well, actually. Or a Mini Cooper would be lovely. They're also not that cheap these days. Don't really have a favourite horror film, Kim Boomy. I don't really like horrors. Austin Healy. Ah, nice. How to get parts in his 8s. Oh, dude, I can imagine. Manhouse says Jensen Interceptor. Beautiful. Yeah. The older cars are the better looking cars, aren't they? You go back, especially like English cars. Obviously, there's no good English cars these days for the everyman anyway. But back in the day, you know, things like Triumphs, Spitfires, Heralds, things like that. You know, the Jags back in the day, the E-type Jags, Aston Martins back in the day. All that, so gorgeous. The old school cars look so much nicer than modern cars. Has to be said. I mean, they're not as functional, they're not as safe, and they're heavier and all that, but they just look so much nicer. MG, yeah, MG midgets and stuff like that, absolutely. Morris Minor's got a lot of character about it, though, doesn't it, David Watkins? Big fan. Oh, Richarlison just holds his man off, tries to swivel and fire, does, but gets a block off. Get the Robin Reliant, says G-Wolf. Oh, mate. Death traps. TVR Sagaris was a beaut. Oh, yes, TVR. Are they still around? I don't think they're even still around, are they now? But yeah, I remember a mate of mine's dad had a TVR Tucson back in the day, mate. Nice looking motor. Bentley says Sir Jimmy. Sir Jimmy. You had an MG midget. Nice, Paul. Corvette 60 says Madhouse. MG BGT. Zane's hiding under a rock, Gabriel, mate. Kieran says Brighton third in the table. Oh, they're having a cracking season. Fire Up says a Robin Reliant would suit G-Wolf. TVR's essentially obsolete. Yeah, I haven't seen one around for ages, mate. You're right. Opel Manta class car. Wow, that's crazy. Brighton 3-1 full-time against Bournemouth. Fair play. They are doing amazing things, yeah. Having an absolute storming season so far. Brighton fans must be loving it. Right, 4 minutes left in this game. Come on, just finish, and then we can celebrate each of these teams dropping 2 points. David Johnson says, see, they are building DeLorean cars again. They're not, are they, David? That's awesome. Are you serious? Ford Sierra Cosworth with a giant double spoiler, says David Watkins. Oh, yes. Dad's first. My dad had a Sierra for a little bit, actually. Not a Cosworth, but he just had a regular Sierra. And, but yeah, he mostly had it. He usually had the same car, though. He'd work on his own cars, and he had Rover P6s all the time, was the car that he had, old school vibes. Late 60s, early 70s cars. And he'd go from one P6 to the next, basically. Most of the time, had a P6. Nice. Your dad's first car was a 1939 MGB. At 18, he had a MGTC when in 1960. Nice. Yeah, the old Rover P6s, man. In fact, look at this. In fact, just as a little memento, I found this not so long ago in like the garage upstairs loft bit. There's just like a little thing there before we put the because I've got like plasterboard on the roof now on the rafters, but there was just like a little loft over there basically where above the kitchen bit, and I found this, and it's absolutely filth and needs cleaning, but I'm gonna clean it and polish it. This is a hubcap from one of his old cars, a Rover P6. This is one of the hubcaps. So I thought that'd be quite nice to polish up and put on the wall as a little memento, basically, for him. You know what I mean? There you go, a Rover P6 hubcap, old school. David Watkins says, nice. Yeah. What's going on there? Bones Brigade 2020 says, I can't stomach this game. Iceman says, beautiful. Yeah, it's very dusty and dirty. It needs a clean and a polish, but it would be quite nice to... Oh, yeah, the old Hillman Minx with the crank handle. Bloody hell. Remember those Hillman Imps as well. He'd be out there in the morning with bloody knuckles. There is Crikey, Cinder123. Crank, yeah, that's old school when they come with a bloody crank handle. Oh, nice. You used to collect hubcaps as a kid. Nice, nice, nice. Turn it into a hat. You what? No, it definitely didn't, Madhouse. That's awesome, G-Wolf. Full-time, 3-1. Triumph Vitesse. LFC 1, that's Gash. Blow the whistle, ref. 98 minutes on the clock. Hey, no worries, Cinnamon Bun, lad. No problemo. I thought I'd jump on and do a cheeky little stream here, even though I'm absolutely melting. Go on then, Spurs. At the end here, Kulusevski, late chance for Spuds. Kulusevski. Oh! Richarlison, you are crap. Kulusevski does well, finds Richarlison at the edge of the area, and he gets a gas shot off. Richarlison is actually abysmal. Yeah, let's all laugh at the Chelsea Scummers, Johnny lad. Come on. But this is a good result for Spurs away at Arsenal. It's a good result for everybody else at the top of the table as well. And there you go, 100 minutes on the clock now. So ref's going to blow the whistle any moment. It's a corner for Spurs. Can they steal it at the end of this one from the final move of the game here? And it is headed away. And the ref's going to blow his whistle. And there's the full-time whistle, guys. That's the end of the game. And they play out a 2-2 draw there. 2-2 draw. And yeah, you know, pretty decent game in the end. Petered out a little bit towards the end, but decent sort of a game there, guys. Son Heung-min, the absolute man of the day for Spurs, has taken his 2 chances there with absolute bullet precision. And also James Maddison, what a stunning performance by him. Arsenal, less impressive, but yeah, Saka, you know, doing bits for them. And Arsenal not very, very good, if you ask me, considering, you know, they had the early lead and they sort of shat it, to be fair. But it was a good game of football. It's a good game of football. Spurs are looking pretty decent so far this season under Postecoglou, aren't they? They're doing well. They're looking good. Arsenal overrated this season, says Labib Shahib. Spot on. Shit, scouts and scumbags, says Gabriel Vertman Paris. Arteta out, not good enough, shite football, says Paul, respect it. Come on, let's hope that the Arsenal Hollands fans are going to get on his case again soon. It's always funny when they do. We've got 169 likes on the stream, guys. Keep hitting the thumbs ups. Help us get to 200 likes on it. Thank you, Duke of Rodtown. You have a good one, mate. Appreciate you getting in here. And Johnny as well. Right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up real quick. I'm going to have to finish it now. I do need to go and have a poo. I haven't had one of those today yet. And also, as I say, I've got to go and do a whole bunch of driving and moving stuff. So I've got to run. But it's been an absolute pleasure, guys. Thank you so much for watching this stream. You're a bunch of legends. There it is. Keep a lookout later. Vitamin C, says J Fader. Thank you very much. Thank you, David Watkins. Keep a lookout later on tonight for a stream, guys. We'll be back on tonight. Thank you, Johnny M. Appreciate you, lad. Thank you, everybody who's got in here today. You're a bunch of legends. Cheers, guys. Johnny, Jay, John Boy, get in there, my son. Thank you, John Boy Cat Lad. Thank you, Paul. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Sorry for being late today, and yeah, melting. I didn't get up until literally 5 minutes before the stream. So there you go. But we did it. We did it. It was a good game. It's a good game. Thank you, The Mustard. Thank you to all the moderators like The Mustard and all the members of the channel as well. Much love, guys. Have a cracking day. We'll be back a bit later on. Thank you, Sir Jummy, you legend. Get in there, Gabriel Workman, Paris, and everyone as well. 2 points dropped for both the North London sides there. Get in there, my son. The other results today, Brighton 3-1. Chelsea lost 1-0 against Villa. Get in there, Chelsea, you shithousers. And Liverpool, unfortunately, beat West Ham, and it puts them in second place at the top of the table there. Gash. That's it from us. Thanks for watching, guys. Each and every one of you. Piggy loves you. Smash the like, smash the subscribe, click the bell icon for notifications. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick at Flying Pig United. Stu, you legend. Have a good one, Stu. Get in there. Sorry, not Stu, Sly. Sorry, I read that as Stu for a second there. Sly, much love. Corrupted, Crazy Joe Devola as well. Welcome him and goodbye, you legend. Paul, Beef Bully, Kieran Emery. Thank you, guys and gals. That's it from me. See you later, guys. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.